Howdy friends, welcome back to the homestead on a beautiful sunny day. The rain's gone away for now. So back to the chicken coop. Today I want to work on the nesting boxes. Last video we got the blocking done, the roof on, so it should stay kind of dry. Let's get started. So first thing I want to do is put this nailer or ledger on the face of the blocks here. That way we can have something to attach the plywood underneath to when we come out. We're going to come out about a foot deep, and then we'll build the wall side of it, and then we'll have the roof going. So a lot going on today. So I got a bunch of these 2x2s scrap that let's attach them along here. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to make a mark 1.5 inches off the corner of the building here, and then we'll start that ledger from that point. That way we'll have room to start framing for the side of the box here. So we got that figured out. Let's screw these on. So from the research that I have done so far, trust me, I'm not a professional with chickens, but I'm pretty good at building things. They say 12 by 12 is your typical size. If you get bigger chickens, I guess you can get larger, but 12 by 12 should be what we're going for. What I'm trying to do here, we got the ledger down. I'm just going to put little kickers out here. So if you've been hanging out since the beginning, this is leftover from the floor. And I cut a foot off here, and then I should have a foot left over for the back wall here. What I'm using to attach it is just, look, about like 2-inch, 1.75 inch screws I had hanging out. A lot of this stuff I just got hanging out. I'm happy I get to use it all. Alrighty, so we got this base down. What I want to work on next is the little roof for the nesting area. And I'm going to use a 2x4 and follow the same pitch as the roof we have here and do a 10-degree cut on the table saw with that. And then that'll give us this angle, and we should be able to figure out the height of this, which should be 12 if I put everything in correctly. So let's hit the table saw and rip this baby down. So a good trick is if you're trying to measure off of a short point of a angle, do what's called burning an inch. So you can either burn an inch, or in this case, I'm cutting this 1 foot, so I'll just burn a foot, which makes it really easy. And then come back over and make my mark at the 2 foot. The purpose behind it is if you were to hook it like this, you're not technically hooking the short point, you're kind of hooking in the middle here, and your measurement would be wrong, and it's really difficult to kind of get your tape to hang out there. It's possible, but just a good thing is, or good little tip is to burn an inch, or in this case I'm going to burn a foot. We got the ends built, and I did a little divider here in the middle so that we can have 2 separate openings. This will support that plywood for the top. The next thing I want to do is create the dividers. I want to try and do it the easiest way possible. I have the leftover from this bottom here, and it's 12 inches wide, which is what this is. And then I want to try and make it in a pretty simple, just do the fewest cuts possible. So if I cut it at 15 3/8, and then we'll cut this angle out, I think that'll get where we want to go. So let's get started on that. So I want to waste as little material as possible and also make it a pretty good secure fit for the chickens. So we got our first one cut. We'll name it Sam, and then we'll go ahead and trace it onto these other ones and cut those out. What I've created here is just a little block out of a piece of 2x3 or 1x2. So I'll just put that on there and flush it out. That should work out. Next up, we got the back here. This was that foil back plywood I used on the efficient wall. And it's actually, I didn't even cut it. It's just what I needed. Probably use the wife about now, but I did it. Nice. So I think I'm going to continue working on this, and the next video, I've been saying this for a while now, is gonna be siding and wire mesh to chicken wire type stuff. So I think that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Look, chicken.
Hey, you want to help Daddy?
Yeah.
Hang out right there, okay?